Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. And if it's your first time here, welcome. My name is Bimbo and amongst other things, I'm a lawyer based in Abuja and I'm so excited to watch this video. So episode 1 of the Turning 30 series is about a topic that I think everyone my age, especially women my age, will be able to relate with, and that is about marriage. Like, I don't know what the fuss is about being single and approaching 30. It's a big thing and I want to share like my own personal experience on the topic, and I hope you guys can relate to it or learn something from it. So to give you context, I am the first child of 5 children, right? And out of those 5 children, 4 are girls. And for that context, 2 out of those my siblings have gotten married. 2 of the girls have gotten married. For that context again, my mom had us very young. She got married very young. By the time she was 30, she had already had all her kids, all 5 of us. I finished uni at the age of 20. So the month I turned 21 was the month I finished from uni, right? And since then, I've been hearing a lot of, when are we getting married? Well, you're finished now. So what's next? And when I was younger, I didn't know what it was next meant. I used to, initially I'll be thinking as an NYC now, or because I wanted to do masters and because I studied law, I'll think, law school now, Either of the following is next. I didn't know that initially. I didn't know that what everybody was referring to was marriage. I've been hearing this topic since I was 20, 21. The pressure that comes with that, just that age, finishing school and everything. Okay, so by the time I was 24, I was already called to bar and I already had a master's degree. And I remember when my mom came for my master's graduation, I was having a conversation with her, telling her that I think, mommy, I think I want to do an MBA. And my mom was saying, I too know it's too much. Asheju is too much. My mom is not Yoruba, but when it comes to mommy, sorry, please, I'm not trying to diss you or anything. But when it comes to this topic, right, she is so Yoruba mom coded. I remember when my younger sister, the first one to get married, which is my youngest sister, I'm like 6 years older than her, right? So I remember when she was talking to me about the person she's married to now, and she was having conversations with my mom. My mom could see that she was dating someone, right? And you're the first and your sister is about to get married. So basically my mom was asking me how I would feel if my sister got married before me. And I was like, oh, that's fine. Like, if any of my siblings is ready to get married and I'm not, they should go ahead. My mom wanted to wound me that day. She's quite dramatic. Like, for people that think I'm dramatic, I got it somewhere. Why would I say that? I should not say something evil. I should not say that I'm the first and I'll be the first. I said amen, but like, when it comes to marriage, I just feel like, I don't know whether I can't just be in my family because I've heard it quite a lot, That it will be somehow for your younger sister to get married before you. Won't you feel somehow? I said, I will not feel somehow. Like, if she's ready to get married, how, like, why would, I don't get it, but I guess for that time or whatever, it was supposed to be a big deal or something. And I remember saying, she's ready. And I think my mom's problem with me was how cool I was with the idea. Like, I wasn't taken aback with the idea that any of my younger siblings could get married before me. Anyway, that has already happened. My sister even has a child. So, but the fuss around it is not a joke. It is not a joke. Everybody is asking you. I remember so there's this industrialist, God rest his soul, very wealthy man, top businessman. And I remember when I came back to Nigeria after my master's, my dad was going to have a meeting with him. And so I decided to tag along. I was hoping for like the best job opportunities and whatever. How are you? So they said you just came back from, London, Bawuni, blah, 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 blah. I said, fine. Barrister, yeah, yes, sir. Sorry, I'm speaking Yoruba. It's just sweeter that way. Oh, then he masters. I say, yes, sir. That's very good. But you need degree to Paul. Oku consent. Oku MRS. I'll never forget. The reason this thing is funny is because when he said it, because of the mind me I went to see the man with, I was, for like the first few seconds, I was trying to think, what's MRS? What's MRS? When I realized, I laughed so hard. I'm like, of all the things to be asking me about, like, I know all these people mean well, right? But as a woman that has finished school, everybody just thinking, what else? What are you? I don't understand. The thoughts within my own mind. I'm not saying I'm anti-marriage at all. Please don't get me wrong, because people here, they choose to hear what they want to hear. I'm not saying I'm anti-marriage. If you see me one day with ring on my finger, I don't say, oh, I thought she said. I did not say I'm anti-marriage. Don't get me started on when my sister was getting married. So I said my younger sister got married first, right? And not even because we meant to. Like, I love that girl to bits. They say I should stop calling that girl. She's somebody's mommy, right? I love her. You won't understand. Not that I don't love my other siblings, but my last two siblings, I can't explain how I love them. Anyway, it's not like we really planned for me to be her chief bridesmaid, but somehow, that's just what ended up happening, right? And I remember people walking up to me and saying, Bele, you're so strong. And I'm thinking, strong of, Bele, Ade. I mean, I've been hearing this half an now, and all these conversations when we go for other family events. But this was my sister's event. It wasn't my relatives' event or relatives' wedding. It was my younger sister's. As in, people have seen us grow up together. And they're seeing me carrying her gown. I'm trying to put myself in their mind because I didn't think of it that day. Excitement wrong with me that day. The only thing that up till now, I was still feeling somehow about is I didn't have the kind of money to do the kind of things I would have wanted to do at my sister's wedding to show her how much I love her. That's the only thing that I was just like, Omo, I wish I had already blew by now. But people were just, you're so strong. Don't worry. The Lord will also do your own. The Lord will make you happy. And I'm like, you can't pressure me into getting married. There's nobody in this life that can pressure me into getting married because I know what a bad marriage looks like. And you see, single and happy is better than married and miserable. Don't worry. I know second hand, third hand what a bad marriage looks like because I handle so many divorce matters. I don't even know how come. Because I already was that person that would advise, even though I'm not married and I've never been married before, I would advise you and ask you if you're sure, if you've prayed, before you marry, because I don't believe in divorce. Not that I don't believe in it. I feel like sometimes that's just the only way to save your life. But I would rather you get married and stay married, till death do you part. Like, it's not a nice experience. I don't wish divorce on anybody, right? So that's even before I started practicing. So get to say anybody won't talk. You don't even beat me if I marry late. Because I don't know who gave us timetable for marriage. But this late, if I marry it, if they flog me, I'll collect it and chase the cane because. So yeah, just to get that out of the way, you can't. Anyway, my second sister that got married, her wedding day, her traditional wedding day was now on my birthday. So if I'm feeling my birthday that year, because I have some years when I'm inside just feeling somehow. Anyway, if I'm feeling my birthday that year and I'm out, best believe I'm telling any random person I see on the road, hi, it's my birthday, tell me happy birthday, that kind of this thing. So on my birthday, obviously I was excited, it was a wedding, everywhere was bubbly. So I was telling everybody, oh, it's my birthday. I told the Allah guy it was my birthday. So they ended up, I think I'll insert a clip here. It's somewhere on my YouTube already, but I'll insert a clip of it somewhere here. So they sang for me and I danced. So people that didn't even know it was my birthday at the wedding now started doing, a deal, like your own will come. And it was just it was a whole thing. It was also a time, I want to also include this because I feel like someone might be able to also relate with it. There was a time so I used to drive an SUV. I never expected that my dad was going to give me an SUV. I thought he would just give me one small car, after masters, after uni and everything. But he gave me a really nice car. I fumbled it. Don't be like me. Maybe in another video, I'll talk about what happened. But I have a very strict father because if you see me inside cab now, you see Bimbo say she has an SUV. I don't have car right now. But it doesn't mean that if I'm like at home or whatever, I can't drive my dad's car, right? So I used to have my car and then I would be able to drive any car I wanted, right? So I remember my uncle, I don't know if he's going to watch this video because he watches a lot of my stuff. I remember him coming to visit and then asking how far. This was also around the time I was like 24, 25, right? Now how far now, talking about it. My dad was there. My dad had been ignoring all our gist all the while. He was on his computer working. And so we were just gisting, kids were playing everything. How far now? That's let's see, same topic. How far? Man. I said not that when there's somebody, he will be one of the first people to know now and everything. That's how this man said that he thinks it's because of the car. I laughed it off because I had never heard that kind of thing before. I thought it was bizarre. Car that they gave me, that they dashed me, that I didn't buy for myself. Which, first of all, we don't want that kind of man that is feeling somehow about cash. We don't do that over here, right? As I was trying to swallow the laugh and even think of how I would say this, it doesn't matter, speaks up and says, we don't want that kind of, you rock railway here. Like, what kind of man is that? Moto Timora for like a car that I bought for her. And even if she's the one that bought it for herself, beg your pardon. That was also another thing that I now realized that people, later down the line, I realized that people had been saying, oh, and people even say, not that had been saying, people say about ladies that have like nice cars or like seem to have their own money, that, that's why men will run away from them. See, if you're watching this video, if you're in your 20s, you have, I don't care, what is the big key? Cyber truck, Abby? I don't know what is the car for you. Whether your Range Rover, your whatever, drive your car with your chest. What is the meaning of that? See, don't let anybody, because I didn't know that was a mentality. I mean, everybody has why they have their mentalities, right? I'm not disrespecting my uncle. I'm sure he knows that. I'm not disrespecting anybody. But I'm just saying, don't let anybody pressure you to thinking that you need to shrink yourself in some way so that you don't want that kind of man. You don't want the kind of man that you need to numb yourself down before he'll feel comfortable as your husband. Because life is life is in seasons and stages. What if maybe right now you've numbed yourself down or you don't even have a car, and when you get married at some point in your marriage, even if your car is not the bigger car, you don't want a man that is not comfortable with the fact that right now maybe something is going on and you're maybe earning more than him. That may happen, that may not happen, but what if it does? You don't want someone that is feeling somehow and cannot breathe because your car is fine. Hello, drive your car with your chest, don't mind them. Don't away you. Anyway, have you seen my younger sister is working on her PhD, even though she's in a more serious relationship than me, but God help us. If there's another wedding before my own, I'll be here to vlog it. She's doing her PhD. She's dating someone seriously. Imagine if the guy is doing, oh my God. And he doesn't have a PhD. I don't know if it's his PhD he's doing, but whatever. He's so comfortable with her having her own PhD. What do you mean you are feeling somehow that somebody has read book too much? What is the meaning of all that nonsense? I don't know. I don't know who does this thing, but we know go grief. Do you understand? So if you're in your 20s and you're already starting to, the aunties are already pulling you to the side at the event, Christmas party, they're calling you. This one, I've been, but how far now? Oh, how far? Don't let anybody pressure you, because a bad marriage, trust me, they will not follow you. It's only at the wedding they will dance, if they like you so much, spray you money, eat your rice, take pictures, dress. Finish. Nobody is following you to a marriage. So don't let the pressure get to you. Might be someone watching this video and feeling some type of way right now. You just feel like, it's time. Who gave us? I don't know who did us this bad thing, but at least society is changing now. We're seeing, and this is not me advocating for getting married, quote and unquote, late. I'm just saying, go at your own pace. Don't let it be because of what one auntie is saying or what uncle is saying, or people are talking so much about it, and let me just marry, and then later your file is on my desk. I will not be happy with you. Especially if you say, oh, you see me, I won't be happy with you. So please, don't let the pressure get to you. Do you focus on your God and your goals. The right man will come at the right time. I'm not even going to talk about the fact that marriage is not for everybody, because some people are going to faint and say that that's what Bimbo said, that marriage is not for her. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, do you focus on your goals and don't let the pressure get. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this episode, and I will see you in the next one. I'm so excited. Bye.